But realistically, this deadline for Hezbollah to be disarmed is approaching very quickly.
Look, Benita, this deadline was self-prescribed by the Lebanese. The Americans joined on, but the understanding is that the reality on the ground is a little more complex and that this is a big task on the Lebanese armed forces. And the deadline for the completion of the disarmament of Hezbollah by the end of the year in southern Lebanon, not just across the country, but south of the Litani River, is expected to be extended for a short period. To my understanding, this is something that Israel accepts. Now, what is Aoun basing his speech on? These are comments that he gave during a Christmas Day speech in Lebanon. Basically, we've seen that these talks in Nakura that you've described, they have been pretty productive, and they've received a recent injection of momentum with the addition of a civilian Lebanese ambassador, making this basically a direct channel of communication on a diplomatic level between Israel and Lebanon. And given the fact that these talks have been fairly successful, and there's another meeting expected later next month, this is the backdrop of Aoun's statement. Now, this doesn't mean that Israel has officially announced that it is forfeiting any right to enforce its red lines as it sees Hezbollah continues to rearm and regroup. And I will just note that yesterday, another very interesting statement we heard from Youssef Raji. He's the Lebanese foreign minister, taking a very staunch position against Hezbollah, saying that not only do they need to be disarmed, but its military wing needs to be completely dismantled. And so we're kind of getting a taste as to how Beirut views the internal enemy of Hezbollah, whether the steps that the Lebanese state is taking to reach that end will be sufficient to Israel to encourage it to not resume a high-intensity clash with Hezbollah. That still remains to be seen, but there is indeed some optimism that we see the Lebanese president kind of spreading here on Christmas Day.